Hi friends, we are inside our MySQL workbench. We will learn group by commands of MySQL. So let me just first start with use my tutorial. It's my database name. You can use yours. So first let me drop the table if it is exists. So it will reset. Drop table student. Fine. Now I will just copy the dump of it, paste it here. Now control shift enter, I will execute all the code. So now the code is executed. Now table is ready for me. First I will see how to use the group by command. Usually let's say we want to count the number of students in a particular class. Here you can see there are name, class, mark and gender. So we'll say what are the how many numbers of students are there in a particular in all the classes. So we want to display the class and the number of students there. So we'll say select class because we want to display the class column, then count. Count is a function which counts the records. So we'll say all the records you count, or if you have a unique ID, then you can insert the ID also instead of counting the total record. Select count from our student table, student, group by class. Now let's run this code. You can see now class 8 1 student, class 5 3 4 9. So this is how the counting is. We want to add that, no, let it display based on class. So we'll say order by. So let's say we'll say here or at the end here, order by class. Control enter. You can see it's E, F, G, all the alphabetically, or I can say order by, I can say this as NO. Here I will say count as NO number. So if I'll run this code, let's run this. You can see it's in the increasing order. 8 class 8 1 2 3. It's in the increasing order. Order by NO I can say also decreasing by adding DESC. So it is from highest to lowest it will go. Now this way all the aggregate functions I can use it while using the group by. Let's say what's the average mark, count as NO, then I will say I'll break it, find the line average. So I'll say let's say calculate the average mark of each student, each class. Now this is the average mark, and let's say maximum mark, who got what is the maximum mark in student. You can also aggregate function minimum we can use under mark column. So maximum, average, minimum. If you want to, you can go for sum also, sum of mark. Fine. Now let's run this query and see. You can see the class number, average, then maximum mark of the class, the minimum mark, then sum of the marks. So these aggregate functions also we can use along with the group by query, and this is all grouped in the class. Now let's group and under the column gender, because we have male and female. So let's say select, we'll first display the gender, then we'll say count from student. Now we'll say group by gender. You can see that we have female 17 and male as 18. We can use group by command along with where condition check also. Let's find out how many female students are there in each class. Select class. Now let's say count as NO from student where gender equal to, let's say, female, and group by class. Let's run this. You can see class 4 5, class 9 1, class 7 5, 6 5 1. So this is based on, we have filtered it with for the female and then counted the how many are there in against each class. So class is grouped after a where filtration or a where condition check. Now this also we can find out the duplicate records if any by group by command by using. So we know if there is a unique ID is unique, then when you group it under ID, you will get all the records, because number of records will be equal to the number of ID. But if when you count it, every record will group counting will be 1 1. So, if there is a duplicate record, that will be counted as more than 1. That we will see next. Scroll to end of this page, and the link is student2_1. The SQL dump is available here. Just copy it, Control C. Now we are in workbench, paste it here. So, there are two parts in this dump. One is to create the table. So, we will first put the cursor here, Control Enter. Now, second one is inserting the rows to the or data to the table. So, we have installed the table now. Now, we will say select name, now count ID as NO from student2_1. This is our table name. Group by name. So, we are finding out the duplicate names, if any, having NO greater than 1. So, any duplicate is there, it is more than one record is there having name, common name, then that will be displayed. So, let us run this code. You can see there are two records, Arnold 2 means 2 is the number of records having Arnold and trade row. So, these are the duplicate names available. This is by using the group by command we can find out the duplicate records.